Want to say thank you to Dave Marks at Atomics2113 on Twitter for tagging me in this post. Oh, man. From at Mark Simone, New York. Mini Mike finally steps up, gives $40 million to fight coronavirus. In Africa, not here. Nothing for New Yorkers who've lost their livelihood. When it's his silly vanity campaign, he threw away $700 million without blinking. Oh, man. I got this article open from ABC News that he linked. Mike Bloomberg pledges $40 million to fight coronavirus in Africa around the world. But not in New York. Former New York City mayor and Democratic presidential hopeful Mike Bloomberg announced on Tuesday a $40 million commitment to support immediate action to fight the spread of the coronavirus in Africa and low and middle income countries around the world. And, you know, honestly, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't a bad thing until you realize this man just flew $700 million on a vanity campaign to become president, that he has not donated a single penny to help out the United States, not even the city where he was the mayor of, and he's got something like, what, $60 billion in net worth? Like, oh man. I mean, I'm glad that he's donating something, that he's decided to toss out some, oh man. Bloomberg Philanthropists, the former mayor's charitable organization, will use the $40 million to fund the deployment of rapid response teams to detect and treat outbreaks and train healthcare workers fighting disease in less developed countries. Objectively good things. I'm not going to deny it. These are objectively good things. The contribution will also support lab networks working with the virus in efforts to measure the efficiency of containment strategies in communities around the world. I want you to understand that he's not just pissing away $40 million. He is putting it towards something good. But come on. You blew $700 million. You've got $60 billion in the bank. Can you not think of maybe donating $1 million specifically to New York? Or maybe just a little bit more, the city that you were the former mayor of, after you blew $700 million? Jesus, man. What a piece of shit. I let's just read through these comments. Not a cent to his own freaking city, New York. Now say how much Donald Trump has given to help. Anyone. Yes, zero, but he likes to dip his charities for personal spending. Oh, man. Mike Bloomberg is a private citizen using his money for a charitable purpose. I look at this crap, right? It's all Trump. Oh, dude. Fact, Democratic Party is the party of foreign interests. Mini Mike doesn't give one shit about the regular guy. He is just truly disgusting. Like I said over and over, these billionaires aren't for their own country. It's probably going to pay for more quote-unquote vaccines. He makes me ill. POS. Shocked, I tell you. Think what the $700 million could have done to help the USA during this virus outbreak. Is he a true American? Africa is one of the least hit regions of the world. Must be a billionaire's give to get scheme for their rich natural resources. Or to keep the miners healthy. Damn. Mike in China unbreakable bond. What's he trying to buy now? Dude. This man is beyond contempt. He is trying to punish Americans. This is especially for you American Democrats. He just punched you in the eye. Isn't that special? From Mini Mike. Not. When disaster strikes anywhere in the world, the U.S. is right there to help. When disaster strikes the U.S., who steps up? We, the American people. Well, first off, these people are just nasty, right? Like, come on. Like, what are you doing? Why are you fucking standing for Mike fucking Bloomberg? Alright, so he is not the worst person that we have done a video on today. He is just very close to it because, look, man, Africa is one of the least hit nations right now because they had such a good response given that they had to deal with the Ebola outbreak, which ravaged that country, right? That continent. Sorry, country, damn. I am heated right now. But look, the continent of Africa was ravaged by the Ebola outbreak, so they had a rapid response and plan in place because of the Ebola outbreak. They dealt with this situation very quick, very fast. They're one of the least hit nations because of that. So I'm not going to say they don't need $40 million. Obviously, any amount of income to fight this right now is very important. But you threw away $700 million. You blew $700 million on a stupid vanity campaign. You've got $60 billion. I don't care if you don't want to help Trump in any way, shape, or form, but New York is supposed to be your city. You were the former mayor of New York. Why won't you give New York City a penny? When they are desperately needing it, their ICU beds are mostly maximum capacity, and they are freaking out that they will not have beds to treat people. Why are you such a piece of shit?